If you enjoyed my recent decluttering your entire house with ChatGPT video, and many of you did, you are in for a treat because today I'm going to be going over all the ways that you can manage your entire home using ChatGPT. I won't have enough time in today's video to touch on every single detail of how to manage your home using ChatGPT, which is why I created an entire guide for you using prompts and examples for you, which you can download in my description box below. This guide is going to go into depth over everything that I covered today, plus a lot more, and it's going to have prompts, examples, and visuals so you can see exactly how to utilize it in your home. Okay, the very first thing that you can use ChatGPT for to manage your home is to create a custom cleaning or zone cleaning routine specific to your home. The best way to do this is to literally just tell it exactly what's going on in your home, the season of life, the stage you're in, the amount of kids you have, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, the amount of time that you are willing to spend on cleaning every day, and the tasks that you would like to have accomplished. You can customize this to be as descriptive or as broad as you would like. You can also factor in so many different things that are specific to your family's needs. My favorite way to do this is to literally just pick up my phone and into the ChatGPT, I will tell it, hey, I am going through this season of life. I'm going through these difficulties. This is the amount of time that I can commit to cleaning this. It is important for me that these areas are clean every day, and it's less important that maybe these other areas are cleaned. And it will go ahead and spit out a custom zone cleaning routine for me. There, I can review it, I can tweak it, and if I need to print it, I can also download and print that routine customizable to me. The next area that ChatGPT has completely simplified is meal management. This is a hack I saw, and I have been using it ever since. You literally pick up your phone and you talk into ChatGPT while you're staring into your refrigerator and pantry. And you can go ahead and say something like, ChatGPT, these are the ingredients I have in my refrigerator, and these are the things that I have in my pantry. Create for me a custom meal plan for a family of 5 with X amount of dollars per week, utilizing these ingredients, maybe fitting to a specific meal plan or not. And be as specific as you can. Pretend like you're just talking to someone on the phone and you're explaining every single detail of your life, and you're going to get the best results. Another way I like to utilize this is by saying, hey, ChatGPT, I have a $200 budget for this week for groceries. I would like to make such and such meals. I would like to create a meal plan for my family of 5, focusing on these types of food, also adding in snacks to take to school as well as dessert. And I can customize this from week to week. Maybe one week we are a little bit busier than others, and I will literally spill everything out to ChatGPT and watch it think for me. I can then also ask it to create a shopping list for me using a grocery delivery service or maybe just a regular grocery store. I love utilizing this with Walmart home delivery because as soon as it comes up with a meal plan for me or a grocery list, I can just take that and then put that into my Walmart delivery, place my order, and have it delivered to me. Okay, the third thing that I absolutely love to use ChatGPT for to manage my home is, like I've mentioned before, to declutter my home. So as I have in this entire video over here, I have mentioned how I take pictures of every single space in my home, whether it's a drawer, a cupboard, a room, a shelf, anything really, and I'll take a picture of it and I'll ask it to generate an image for me of this space clean, decluttered, and organized. And not only does this motivate me to get moving and clean that space and organize that space, but it helps me to think outside the box and to come up with storage solutions that I may have not come up with before. Also, if you're tackling a larger project, you can set a budget, or you can also create a timeline of when you would like to complete it. And what ChatGPT is going to do is it's going to spit out a timeline for you to follow so that you can complete this project in a timely manner, utilizing the chunks of time that you have. Okay, another amazing way to use the image generation feature of ChatGPT is to also decorate your home. I am not an interior designer. I know what I like when I see it, but I can't come up with a concept on my own. So what I like to do is I will literally go around my home and I will take pictures of areas that I'm unsure about, whether I want to restyle or I'm starting from scratch. I take a picture of the space and I ask ChatGPT, generate an image for me in the style of organic, modern, and create a space that is cozy and warm. And it will spit out an image for me that is absolutely stunning every single time. I may not use it to a T, but it has helped me so much to inspire me and to have a foundation of where I want to go. If you want to take it a step further and you love the image that it generated, you can also ask it to create a list of products that you can shop. Once you have a list of products to shop, you can also ask it for dupes. So for instance, if it recommends something that is more designer or expensive, you can screenshot that and also upload it into Google, or ChatGPT and ask it to find something that is similar or identical as a dupe for a cheaper price. The next thing that ChatGPT has helped me manage in my home, which has been a game changer, is document management. So let's say you have a lawn contract, whether it's your HOA contract, maybe you got some kind of blood work, or maybe you have something that you don't necessarily know how to interpret. If you are comfortable with it, you can go ahead and upload this document into ChatGPT and ask it to explain it to you in simpler terms. Also, another really great feature is if you're ever filling out any forms, whether they are legal forms, simple forms, anything really, but you don't necessarily know how to fill this form out correctly, I have taken pictures of blank forms before and explained my situation of what I'm using this form for, and I've asked ChatGPT to help me fill it out, and it has never failed. I have had so much more confidence, especially if I'm filling out documents for the first time that I've never filled out before. ChatGPT can take the steps and explain it step by step of what you're doing, why you're doing it, and what you should be putting into every field. When we were in the process of buying our home, the builder had sent over a contract, and I was so nervous because we had never gone this route before, and before I had signed that 20-page contract, I had ChatGPT read over every single document. And what I asked it to do was to simplify, analyze, and summarize this document, and to also point out any negatives that are listed in this contract for the buyer, aka us. And after ChatGPT had read through the entire document in a matter of seconds, it pointed out any negatives or downfalls that would be put on us if we were to go into this contract. When we were signing that, I felt so much more confident because I knew exactly what I was signing and it was explained so well. Another great thing to use this for is to create digital organizational systems in your home. It can help organize your files, how to store them by date, by time, and just to have a digital system on your computer, laptop, or phone and have it all be in one place organized. Another really useful tool to use in your home with ChatGPT is to use it for your budgeting. I love that ChatGPT can create a unique budget specific to your family and its unique situation. If you have financial goals you want to meet or simply stay on budget, the more specific you are with what your goals are in your home as a family, it can help guide you and create layouts and plans for you to follow. It can even help you create different templates and spreadsheets in order for you to track your expenses, savings, and even give you encouragement along the way. A sample you may ask it is create a budget for a family of 5 earning $5K per month that also pays $1,900 in rent, spends this much on food, and has this much money towards utilities, and is also paying off $10K of credit card debt. And then go ahead and tell it the goals of where you would like to be in the next year, 5 year, 10 years financially, and ask it to create an actionable plan for you to get there as a family. The next really cool thing that I love to use ChatGPT for is creativity and creative thinking outside of the box. So when it comes to games, fun, activities, projects, parties, anything that requires you to be a little bit more creative, I love telling ChatGPT what it is that I would like to envision, imagine, or do. And I love that it collaborates with my creative process. So it's not getting rid of my creativity, it's simply aiding me and adjusting and helping to guide me and help me think outside of the box. As a busy working mom, this next ChatGPT use has been such a lifesaver, and this is to manage projects as well as time management. I've been practicing this at the end of every single night, and so I will use it as my brain dump or my second brain. I will take my phone and I will literally spill out everything that needs to get done, things that I'm thinking about, things that I have anxiety about, things that I'm worried about, maybe upcoming projects, upcoming thoughts, past regrets, kind of anything that's kind of coming to me in that moment. I will dump it into my little voice memo chat into ChatGPT, and then I will ask it to categorize the chaos and make a priority list. And before I go to bed, instead of having chaos and thoughts that are just constantly swirling around my head as I'm trying to fall asleep, I already have a detailed list in the order of my priorities ready to go for the next day. This is not necessarily a to-do list for my day. However, this is something that gets everything that's swirling around here, it gets it on paper where I can visually see it with bullet points, actionable checklist items, and just next steps. I may not even get to this for the next week, month, 2 months, but it's written down on paper and it's out of my brain. Okay, another really cool feature that I recently have been using ChatGPT for is communication, as well as setting boundaries with friends, family, maybe relatives or coworkers. ChatGPT has helped me to say no more often, but in a way that doesn't make me feel guilty because I'm able to communicate in ways that I'm confident now. If you are maybe struggling with communicating something to your family, to your spouse, go ahead and ask ChatGPT of how to best communicate this in a manner that is maybe not condescending, not rude, but is professional, but also sets a boundary. This is also a great way to ask ChatGPT to help you communicate, whether it's with teenagers, picky eaters, basically anything where you need to use your communication skills and maybe you don't necessarily know the route to take that would be the most effective. So ask it to help your picky eater understand why it's important to try new foods. And it's going to spit out different phrases and sentences and things that you can try. ChatGPT has also been a great tool for mental health and reflection. I know a lot of people have mentioned using it as a therapist, where I don't necessarily know if I can fully get behind that because it is an AI model. It's not a real human being. It does utilize a lot of techniques that I've heard therapists use in practice. I have personally tried to do this myself just to test it. So if I am feeling anxious, maybe I'm feeling anger, or maybe I'm feeling resentment, I've actually taken it and I've kind of spit those things out. Hey, I'm feeling this way and this way about this situation. Can you help analyze and ask me questions that will help me come to a conclusion or a resolution? If you are maybe Christian or you have a faith, you can ask it to have a Christian perspective in its answers. It has been so incredible to be able to be introspective because of the questions that ChatGPT has asked me. Another way that I've really been loving utilizing is just for fun and creativity. Like I've mentioned before, I've created little rhymes to help my kids memorize like timetables. If you have younger kiddos who are struggling maybe cleaning up or eating or washing hands or brushing teeth, you can ask it to come up with little silly songs or rhymes. If your kids are learning Bible verses or something for school, you can ask it to come up with a custom song or a rhyme or a riddle that will help your kids remember. This is super fun to plan parties. Anything where you need to use the creative process, ChatGPT has been absolutely fundamental. It will come up with new games and activities that I've never seen anywhere before. It's absolutely mind-blowing. This next one I have been utilizing recently, and it is wardrobe planning for your kids or for yourself. So you can take a picture of your clothing in your closet and you can ask it to come up with outfits. If you're missing something, if you're trying to create a capsule wardrobe, it's going to help you immensely. This is great for when you are changing seasons and you're getting rid of old clothes for your kids, but you're also trying not to buy too many things for your kids so you're not cluttering up their wardrobe or spending too much money. You can ask it to come up with a capsule wardrobe for your children and to come up with links of where to shop for the type of clothing that they need. Again, be as specific as you can be. If you think it, then say it into ChatGPT and it will come up with a much better result. I have so many more ways and examples that I can talk about of how I use ChatGPT to manage my entire home. If you would like a second video, please let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, you can download my complete home management with ChatGPT guide in the description box down below. It's going to have prompts, examples, and just go into a lot more detail than I was able to do so today. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, liking, subscribing. I'll see you guys in my next one.